So yeah, I'm jumping on another bandwagon because I've gotta keep up with the times, you know?
You're a week late.
Shut up. Anyway, Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion released a new song called WAP. And as you could probably guess by the music video, there's been a lot of melodrama over all of it, like there always is, with anything to do with female sexuality. We've got reactionaries moaning about how outrageous the concept of women enjoying sex is, and we've got a bunch of intersectional feminists complaining about how a white person is in the video. And we've also got the other feminists hailing the song as a generational hit and masterpiece of female empowerment. This is the culture we've all inherited, where we all have to not only criticize anything that has anything to do with identity, but some opposite side feels obliged to prop it back up as a shining beacon of profundity. This is completely stupid, everybody is wrong, and I'll be reviewing WAP by reviewing reviews from idiots trying to further their own various agendas. So let's start at the beginning of all this mess, shall we? Take it away, Squeaky Ben.
Yeah, you effin' with some wet-ass P-word. P-word is female genitalia. Bring a bucket and a mop for this wet-ass P-word. Give me everything you got for this wet-ass P-word. Beat it up, N-word. Talk your S-word, bite your lip. Ask for a call while you ride that D-word. You really ain't never gonna F him for a thing. This is what the feminist movement was all about. It's not, it's not really about, women being treated as independent, full, rounded human beings. It's about wet-ass P-word. And if you say anything differently, it's because you're a misogynist, you see.
So let's start with the fact that Squeaky Ben is too much of a pussy to say pussy. That's right, Mr. Facts Over Feelings and Free Speech here is repulsed by these words because it's an objective fact that those words are bad to say. And, doesn't being
independent, full, rounded human beings
entail being able to be horny without being looked down upon by idiots like you? Republican congressional candidate James Bradley, who will disappear after November, said,
Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion are what happens when children are raised without God.
And that he wanted to pour holy water in his ears. Believe it or not, both of those rappers are Christian. I know, surprising that belief in fairy tales doesn't make you more moral, right? Second of all, if God really hates people being horny, but then he designed us to be fucking hormonal sex machines, then he's a sadistic bastard who doesn't deserve our respect. Another congressional candidate, also a scrub, went so far as to suggest banning the song. That's right, the Republican anti-cancel culture and free speech party is going after the big titties. Don't you have anything better to do? No, of course you don't. But it's not working, is it? Cardi B is clearly fueled by all the hate she gets, and anybody aiming to be of public relevance should know that rappers are a bunch of attention whores who create controversy for the fun of it. It's obvious these conservative hacks don't actually believe in free expression. They only use it as a tool to promote their own agenda, but are perfectly willing to silence anybody who doesn't align with their regressive values. It's not like male artists haven't been making music with sexual themes for a long time. There's absolutely nothing wrong with sluts bouncing their butts around, no matter how plastic they are, and no matter how sexually explicit the content is. If you don't like it, look away. I actually stand for free expression, and anything short of a full legalization of all forms of pornography, prostitution, and public nudity is a restriction of our rights in order to protect snowflakes like you from being offended. But it's not just right-wing reactionaries offended over nothing. Intersectionalists are upset because Kylie Jenner is in the video, and based on this petition, which has 70,000 signatures, that's bad for some reason. Here's the petition comment section. Let's see what this movement is all about. So there's some racist black bitch, an illiterate idiot.
Kylie is not a dancer, singer, no talent whatsoever.
Well, I'd say being hot is a talent and she's a model, I guess. Besides, if you think Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion are talented, there's something wrong with you. Alright, these people are a bunch of incoherent idiots. Let's see what the fake news media have to say. Alright, so apparently she's being accused once again of cultural appropriation. Well, how the fuck does that work? Wasn't it a black person who decided to put Kylie Jenner in the video? And what element of black culture exactly is she appropriating here? In fact, the entire idea of cultural appropriation is just silly. Did black people somehow copyright this aesthetic? Is it their intellectual property now? When black people straighten their hair or wear traditional European clothing, are they appropriating culture too? Look, if Kylie Jenner likes the look of braids, she can wear braids. No cultural element belongs exclusively to one race or group, and if you think it does, you are a segregationist, meaning the racist one is you. Besides, this video is clearly not just about black women. In the wise words of the creator herself,
This is not about fucking race.
if you paid close attention to the title, you'd know the song is about wet ass pussy and nothing else. Which brings me to the other side of this whole debacle. A bunch of other feminist music critics have rushed to write articles about how absolutely wonderful WAP is. An NBC article said these words:
WAP is as honest and tasteful as a song can get when it's about female pleasure and female desire.
And Complex put out an entire article about how
WAP is the epitome of female empowerment.
and how
Art like WAP could not be more valuable and necessary during a time when people are actively trying to unlearn their own biases and recognizing ways that they contribute to the neglect of black women.
like, seriously? How did you extract that entire intersectional message out of a song that's literally just about sex? And tasteful? Let me put this in clear terms. WAP is not a good song. The music video is just like most other hip-hop songs, which celebrates lavishness, obnoxiously loud statements, and a sense of grandiosity. The visuals do reflect some more effort than other rappers might put in, but with a budget as big as it is, all they could do was use some leopards as a euphemism for vaginas and fill the rest with a bunch of celebrity cameos? Yeah, I get it. The whole thing is supposed to be all in your face, but a video doesn't deserve such high praise when all it enhances is a viewer's obsessions with big ass and big tits. The song itself is honestly just regular boring ass hip hop. It's got a regular boring ass loop with the same boring ass bass. The flows and delivery are alright, I guess, but this is my biggest criticism of mainstream hip hop. Rap music has no melody. Because you've got no melody, you'd better have some innovative rhythms, which this song does okay but not great. But the most important part of rap has got to be the lyrics. It's supposed to be rhythmic poetry. Instead, all the lyrics are just vapid, meaningless drivel. Like all the other pricks who call themselves musicians these days, you fall into the trope of exaggerating the sexual positions you like, except you're really just inflating your own ego by bragging about how good you think you are in bed, like that somehow validates your worthless existence. And it's not like you're playing a character either. You're literally just an entitled cunt who uses the chip on your shoulder as a justification to turn around and do whatever the fuck you want just because you were lucky enough to land a record deal. You're not a good musician, you're not creative, you're not a good person, and what is it with all these people calling themselves shit like Kenny G, Ruth B, Becky G, Lady A, Jessie J? Fuck. And having a big ass doesn't make you hot.
You sure you're not just anti-sex like Ben Shapiro?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, because I can name an actually good hip-hop song that's all about sex and women's empowerment. Ariana Grande's God is a Woman is superior in every fucking way. It's more catchy, more musically interesting, more technically impressive, and the video is more artistically compelling, not least because Ariana Grande is far sexier than anybody in WAP's video. Most importantly, the lyrics tell a message. Like, not only am I good at sex, I'm blasphemously good. If you watched any of my other videos, you'd know that I'm both an atheist and a harsh critic of modern feminism. But there's an undeniable reality in God is a Woman that for all the patriarchal oppression women have faced over the generations, the ones with the real power are and have always been the ones who, as an economic analogy, have control over the means of production and the distribution of goods. Whether you agree with the video's powerful visuals, and I certainly have problems with it, they completely outclass Cardi B's boring leopard crap and twerking. This isn't some one-off either. Every one of Cardi B's songs I've ever bothered to hear is this same self-absorbed garbage. Point is, I hate the culture war, and I've always hated it. Why does it have to be a bunch of conservative reactionaries getting worked up about a music video which contains sexual content? And do we need another crowd of counter-reactionaries pretending a work of art is much more profound than it actually is, just to further their agenda? And can these intersectionalists stop getting offended by literally everything?
Ariana Grande is also appropriating culture.
Piss off, no one likes you. This reminds me of all those boycott wars, like when Democrats boycotted Goya beans so that Donald felt the need to illegally advertise them on his platform. The question nobody asked was, do the beans taste good? The answer is no. Cardi B's beans taste like the regurgitated shit most beans taste like. Wait. Cardi B's beans taste like the regurgitated shit most rappers spit out of their mouths, except this time instead of a man, it's a woman who's rapping. Big fucking deal. Peace the fuck out.
I'm and I approve this message.